Welcome to Beijing, China. Established in 1919, the steel production plant have occupied 8 square kilometers of land, more like a self-sustaining city, housing close to 100,000 employees, with schools, canteens and a hospital. Today transforming to a hub of sport, where we find the Beijing Shugang Sports Center. This week, the host of the Curling World Cup final. This morning, it is men's curling on our live broadcast. We see 5 sheets in action. China to play USA for Team China. At lead, Zhu Jingtao. At second, Wang Shiyu. Their skip and third, Zhou Qian. And throwing the fourth rocks, Ba Duxin. For Team USA, at lead, John Landsteiner. Their second, Matt Hamilton. At third is Chris Pleiss, and Team USA will be skipped by John Schuster. Taking a look at the standings, we see in that Group A, it's Sweden on top with 9 points, closely followed by China and USA at 6 and 5, Canada 1 at 4 points. In the other group, Scotland, Switzerland with 9 points each. Canada 2 trailing with 6. Norway with an 0-4 record so far this week. Teams have accumulated points in the previous legs to get here, but for this week it's all about picking up enough points to get to the final. And a win within the scheduled 8 ends give you 3 points. If the game is tied and go to a single stone shootout, the winner will receive 2 points and 1 point for the loser of said shootout. Teams have had their pre-game practice, and the traditional handshake, of course, before the game. As we see the other games to be played this morning here in Beijing, it is Sweden to play Canada 1. Canada 2 take on Norway. Switzerland will play Scotland. And then there's one women's game. It is China playing Canada.
Someone would buy it.
I'm Sander Rolvag. I am joined by Rona Howie this morning.
Good morning, Xander.
You see the rules of play. 5 stone freeguard zone like every other competition this season. 8 ends is what we play here, and we have timed ends as well, so thinking time per end for the teams, as we see John Landsteiner throw the first stone for Team USA.
Grab, baby. 13-7.
And what we certainly have seen a lot this week is
never got there before.
Teams generally put up that center guard knowing it's only 8 ends, wanting to get a score on the board early.
Yeah, most of the games we've seen, it's all goal from the first stone. It is only 8 ends, so teams need to win it in the 8 ends. No extra ends in this event.
Zhu Jingtao makes the nose hit. We see only 8 ends, but we know that maybe the lion's share of the players and fans don't mind going to 8 ends, and we will eventually. But with that, the teams with hammer generally like to get the blank in the first end as well, just to be able to control the even ends as early as possible. And that's why you see a lot of action in the first end, but with the USA slipping into the rings, China quite happy to play for a blank. And USA not really with much option here than to concede it. And of course, with the timed ends, there's not really any benefit to banking any time as well.
Normal down.
No, we have seen that in the past, that teams do have a quick run through end to bank some time. But as you say, in this format, that's irrelevant because every end is timed.
Matt Hamilton makes the hit and stick as well. We'll have our first look at Wong Shiyu.
And with the ends timed, the game moves along more quickly because all teams don't run down to their last second, so there is always time spare on every end.
Where the heck did this release come from? It looks so good. Whoa, whoa! What?
That release? Is that what you said?
换换时针，打这边对，逆时试试，逆时，对，换换场，看看下线来了。正常。
So all still to play for these two teams. They play each other now, and they've both got one game later today.
Fucking end-to-end, great.
Chris Pleiss.
Control. Hard.
He's the man to replace Tyler George,
Really got to go, Matt.
who's the third for this team, and he picked up the Olympic gold last year, so
10.
big shoes to fill, but doing a great job so far this season.
Hey, Chris. Right here, buddy.
So Chian makes the hit and check over to the wing.
It's really crunchy out here, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Make it fall,
Hard,
buddy.
you really gotta go, Steiner. Hard! Hard! Forget it.
Wow,
And there we see the first mistake of the game.
that happens sometimes. You come well wide, and you'll find a
Pretty hard.
little bit of fresh pebble. Might not have seen a lot of the players throw any rocks down that path in practice even. So a little soft there perhaps from Chris Pleiss, and that just went. So chance for China to split the rings.
不要可以带56，非常可以擦一下，可以擦，可以下线擦。
See the time clock
带减速，
timing halt to halt.
等一等，可以踢线，
线，
可以，
还行
好，可以，easy。哦，
13-4, so should be pretty close to T-line. Really nicely played. This could be a very soft 2 for China at this end.
maybe 2 inches, Chris.
18 toes.
稍微有一点点。So normal?
No, yeah. Solid.
Okay.
Try to roll it
Hard
all
as
the
you
way
can.
here, so.
Wants to hit and roll over towards the other red counter in the hope that it may set up a double chance with his next.
Right to it. Hard, right to it, right to it, right to it.
John Schuster
Yep, Chris, go.
will make a
Go,
pretty
Chris,
nice
go.
roll here.
Good shot.
There's a very good chance
Okay.
China might leave at least a potential double.
喜欢哪个？
我看你们都打，试试，我也
Will
试
be
试。
an angle.
Okay. 我也正常劲儿。
行，咱就在后区吧。
啊，9区。稍微定一点，不能太尖。9秒。OK。正常，偏小点儿。可以擦。
Badishin.
可以擦。
Hard.
Ready go. Hard. Ready擦地。
Hard, dude.
Hard.
Go, go, go. Hard.
Yellow over curl as well, so
Okay.
lets Chris Pleiss off the hook here.
Okay.
And John Schuster will have a chance to remove the last red in play. So we'll end up with a blank end after all.
It's the brand of beer. The green one.
Yeah.
Somewhere between firm and feel.
Okay.
Yep. Oh. Oh.
Knows it.
球中间，大点劲，是吧？您飘一点就行。
Nice nose hit from John Schuster. So asks the question now.
Yeah.
Badishin
Take it.
to hit on the same piece of ice and roll out.
Me. Yep. Hard. Hard.
Chris Pleiss over curls in this spot, and so will Badishin. Both getting caught out on the same line, so nose hit, and China scores the single. So that's a win for USA. But China lead after one.
That's what should have happened. He probably drilled the broom.
“你打那个走的，你打走墙的。不是你感觉不好就换，那个走墙你俩的弧换一下。
行
啊，好，你。对。
If he doesn't like it, change it. Right?
Yes.
I don't know if it's a lock or not.
我按13往8走。OK。
哎。
下路 K， 6
提前稍微大一点。
啊，那
可以等后区啊。放。
我得放。下路 K。
Team China gets us going here in the second end. An unforced error from Badishin, really on both his shots. Rolled out when he had the chance to lie two, and only stuck around when they were looking for the blank.
Yep, they got his shots the wrong way round. Now gives USA the opportunity to get some guards up at the second end.
A lot of curling to do. Doesn't look
They've got last stone, they can control the even ends. There only is 4 opportunities to do that in an A10 game.
How do I Lancer? Start.
Sweet.
I just didn't want to get off it because it felt like it was like.
下路 K。先走一走，这个远顶，中线就行。
下线3，下线3、4，
中线就行。
下线啊！不擦。线呢？
差不多。下一点，下线。进不来就下线。2、3，
下线。
Go。Hard，挡一点 ，hard。
Trying to pull that as far as they can. Doesn't guard the shot in the house. So now USA and remove that shot and get a roll behind cover.
Yep. Let's go. Let's go this way. Stay with it, Chris. Yep. Yep. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, Lancer.
This one hanging as well.
Felt tight. He must have given it a pretty good set. Good scrub, Buzz.
Fuck，不能太小了，因为他那个皮场线大大的。
力量，
长线，长线大一点点啊。
零，哇哇哇哇，hard，hard，往外甩的。
Wangzi Yu trying to get the roll as well, but Hero's the other way.
应该这边稍微直点。
OK。
不错，出手不像是那么低。Either this or this.
I like it.
We go here too, I guess, but we want to play this.
Man, I don't think we need to really like.
Hey,
Play that now and wait till the next one.
I get a roll out.
So deciding whether to go for the draw around or the nose hit. Happy to hit just now and hope they get a hit and roll out from China.
Hard, right to it. Wow.
Both teams just getting caught out this morning a bit with the ice.
13秒
6
啊
6 3秒8吧
，3秒吧，对
It's
，OK。
hitting stones on the wrong side.
可以。
下路还可以，
还行，4-5，我感觉。
下路可以，
我给劲儿了。
上去。
没有。
Well, let's jump on over to Switzerland, Scotland next door.
Scotland line one.
等等线，下线。
Yannick Schwaller going for an angled raise on his own corner guard. Wow, ping ball. And does he get the shot? No, he doesn't. Scotland still get one. Could have been very dangerous there for Switzerland if that red had gone right back. Would have been a big end.
So Scotland lead by 1 after 1. That was one way to do it. Off the yellow, off the red, but as you say, if that red slips any deeper, could have been a bigger steal.
Mine's okay, it's gotta sit.
Both these teams still fighting, both on 9 points in their section.
Sit.
So a really key game for them.
曹总拿3、3、4。
OK。
3、4
啊。3、4不是，啊3、4多，啊。不是3、4，
USA line one at the back of the 4 foot. Chance for China to come in and freeze on top.
13秒8。
OK。
13秒2都行。
可以。
6区
5区5 6，
先别着急
5区5 6，
线路可以啊。
等等线
等一等
5
线路。
6
等线
6 6区极
This
限
has。got a lot of curling to do.
可以等。
站
哇
站
区
等，那也等，那也等，那也等。
磕
一直等。不行，磕远他。不磕，不磕。
磕。
我知道，不磕太远，没事。
So it does top the US counter back.
That's good. That would also work.
Y2.
Yeah, I think you're just throwing like back 4 though. Even if it just sits here, it doesn't even move it far enough.
80 then.
There's a big swing at the end. USA can get to the inside of that. Get in behind cover. Chris Plyce just playing a back 4 weight.
Weight's good.
Room.
A little soft. Back 4. It's back 4. Whoa.
Close.
Back 4.
Close, whoa, whoa. Now it's going to be you if anything. Whoa, wait as long as you can.
Back 8.
Time to go really heavy. Go ahead, Matt, go. Go hard. Get it, Carter. Go, go, go. Right to the stop, right to the stop. Okay.
Also just
All
not
right, Chris.
coming enough.
Too much stick.
Too much ice.
But John Schuster saying,
Good
I
weight.
gave you too much ice.
OK。
啊，他这俩球中间一个半球，来呀！
China could come in and freeze on top here and
有点直，
make it difficult
要不你就
for
8-9
USA to score
垫
two.
一点点也行。
反正还是大的。再来。
They're happy to try this inside tap. Just can't afford to be in the high side and jam it.
11， 11，
别哪呀
10球，
！2 go， 11，支援支援，10球，支援，
得操！
一直下一直下一直下一直下，
好，
往里插头往里插头往里插头，给，主位先教
Do
练力
get
啊。
a really nice inside flop.
还行。
包血。
对啊，一直在爆啊。
好像力量是直啊。
China play Canada in the women's competition. Only women's game out there this morning.
You throw the same weight.
China, line 1, got a draw for 2.
You're inside it, Jay.
Zhang Yilun just needs to fight the rings.
Touch more. Touch more.
Really close.
Sweeper's standing back on this.
Close. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Caitlin Laws moves in to try and sweep it out, but it hangs in. So a score of 2 for China.
Beauty, Chris.
Well done. Good.
这个往里甩呢，站位啊，啊，他给他找站一个，站一个，但是他有没有打自己这个找的？但我就得站到这儿，
反正也有点。
China do lie shot.
我感觉我悬一个也行，是吧？我劲儿大磕一点。
They could put up a guard.
磕定的话，他一粘，我这儿他一粘，他一个进是吧？嗯。然后我最后还是得站位。你说我这个球站呢？
但是你感觉这个有没有？
They don't want to come in and come too far back and leave an easier shot for USA.
但是好像打完人在后区。
是不是他？我说意思他有没有？把这个把咱这
Here
个
we see the coaches for Team USA, Phil Drobnik and Pete Fenson.
Can't really give him. 大了没？磕点。
OK，来边放一点。
Yeah, he could probably come off.
这是对，这会儿。主要是。
粘磕吗？粘。我感觉跟13，你像13.6这新磕，我就按他那劲儿来。对。
下楼给。
提线。
8就被8等一等。
8区
磕。
提线
力量，力量。
左右双区。
力。
8区8区
8区就等一等。
8、9。
8
力量8、9等。
8区。
So looking to come up and
下线。
get to the inside of this US counter. But it now leaves a pocket for USA to use.
I think I'm just throwing the freeze and we play the tap, right?
Yeah.
To the back one.
Yeah.
Just freeze, huh?
Yeah. Oh, we're playing. It'd be nice if we tap it.
Right.
Like
Tap
4
it.
inches is ideal.
Right.
Because we're July 1st and 3rd, but line's more important than weight probably. So.
Yeah.
I think probably 95 is pretty close to the right speed with just a draw, right?
Okay.
Or
I was thinking 90.
Okay.
Within that range.
Mike Harris and Zhu Xiaoming, coaches for Team China. Mike Harris,
Right off them.
the Olympic silver medalist from Canada, and Zhu Xiaoming,
It's close.
long-time third for Lu Ray,
Go ahead, Matt.
who finished 4th at the Olympic Games in Sochi.
Yes, yes. Hard.
Lots of experience on the boat.
Yes, yes.
bench for both teams as we see John Schuster get to the inside and tap the redstone back.
Oh, that snap. Woo. That came down hard, and that was plenty of weight. That was back 8 for that.
他现在1分是吧？我站一个他给我拿这个找。
China would be happy to give up a 1.
他出不去。
Don't want to lose a 3.
八哥。
喜欢哪个？29秒。
没事没事，要是站一个或者找一个都行。我找不开，找不着，其实
Could
没
he
事
come in
啊。
and just freeze that yellow that John Schuster's just played?
你喜欢哪个？
行，来吧。
你喜欢找一个吗？可以，定偏一点。OK。
Looks like they'll be running this back.
太多点，8秒。
And only 4 seconds to spare for Ba Duxin. Ah, real nice shot by Ba Duxin. And China lied too. Is there any chance for USA to score more than a single? I'm not sure. That's a tough shot to make.
It is under time pressure with 4 seconds left. Great result. Nearly lie 3. But John Schuster, he's just played down this path and he does have backing.
Was that like 80 or what?
Yeah.
Well, it's coming a little bit further inside. So it could be a different speed.
Yep. Careful. Careful. Whoa.
Back 4.
Back 8. Clean. Yep. Yep. Clean.
Sounds pretty good here for John Schuster. Just down onto the backing. And that will be a single point for USA. So far through 2 ends, it is tied.
13秒31最后一球13秒31得10爆了。
这边滑，这边还得14秒5以上。
干他就完了，给不给？坚决不给。你站完的话，他还有2分。我直接这球找地方找好，
Like actually.
我站着他还要拿传呢，对吧？
没时间。
Guys.
All tied between China and USA.
Probably Chris. Nothing to be too crazy tight with this thing. 15-4. Anyway, Lancer, it'd start. Attaboy.
Lance Steiner puts up the center guard. And this time we see China throwing the corner guard. I've seen them quite often just put the stone on the wing, open to the side of the house, especially playing the odd ends and just trying to carry the hammer into the even ends. So slightly different approach this morning. Maybe some input from the coaches.
Yeah, that's something that the teams can do at the Curling World Cup. They can speak to coaches between ends.
It's slower out here. Line's good. Easy if you can for a second.
Well, here it goes.
Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, Hart. Go with the mat. How do I stand nice fair, bud?
Really nice drop. John Landsteiner. Completely buried.
下楼给
11，
零
哦，
零
你要小一点，我感觉。
17，
二二
11，
二二二二
Catches the top guard, but rolls the shooter in behind the corner. Pretty nice result.
almost all
Yeah, this should curl pretty good. You want to throw it hard or you want to throw it softer?
control
Control? All right, I'm thinking like there.
it curls.
I mean, normal's curling there. So,
Split the difference.
okay. Clean?
Yep.
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Yes! Hard! 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 Never off, never off, never off.
Just a little soft.
But 10-8.
It's
A little soft there. But that's part of the outside track coming down too.
Sorry. Good sweep. Thank you.
Very polite, Matt Hamilton, thanking his sweepers for working it hard.
Switzerland, Scotland, also playing next door.
After a missed double attempt by Ross Patterson, Yannick Schwaller has a draw for 2. Just needs to bite the rings.
คนนี้ลองยุง No grad. No grad.
If he didn't.
That's it.
Sweepers seem quite happy on and off, nursing it in. And it's a 2 in the board for Switzerland.
Hard, really gotta go.
Switzerland will lead Scotland 2-1 after 2 ends played.
Nice one. Jeez.
Okay.
Matt Hamilton a little bit soft again maybe.
狙就行。
Over curls.
应该打甩呢，要这样还有机会6-0，反正。可以。
Yep, you certainly get punished if you've got a soft release. You need a really positive handle with the swingy eyes.
下楼给
6、56。
6区就轻带就行，但下楼
So
稍
chance
微
for China to use the corner guard.
下楼稍微轻擦着点啊。
正常
来这进了赢的就行。
OK。
但是也稍微别太高，
够近啊！
太高他就该往后旋了。下路非常好。
下线带一点，八哥。
下路
Pretty long corner guard, so no need to come too deep with this one, but looks pretty good.
Should be able to kill that.
You want to try to dig it?
Yeah.
Which way?
Out.
Out?
You can get it either way.
Hack?
Yeah, but at least if I.
You can see it's fully buried.
You don't chip him in.
Chris Pleiss still thinking it's possible to come around here with hack weight and fish it out, just because the guard is quite long.
Yep. Weights up.
It looks so tough from the hack, but just have to believe that if you pass the guard by an inch or 2, you will have enough curl.
Let's go.
Past the guard. There's
Hard all the way.
quite a bit of room on the guard even, and they still get to the red.
Good shot.
Really nice. And that's just weight control.
Yeah. You good at
Yeah, and as you say, it's belief that it is going to curl.
你喜欢哪个？
When you can't see the stone, you try to hit, but
这边太高了，他刚打完
the
一个。
corner guards really need to be up on the logos to be effective.
你那15秒，你这边差不多。
行。可以插了。5区，5区，4、5。
极限二。
5区，
查查线路。
5、6之间。
二。
查查线路。
呀。
哦，一个可以了，
线路可以，一个人。
一个可以长一点。
哦，
2个可以
下来点。
Just using the yellow US stone as a guard.
I just gotta make the run, huh?
Really good effort there.
I just slowed it down.
Yeah, but it's shot rock.
Want to just follow it? Sure. You can see some on the outside.
Super's working this to get past that top yellow.
Pretty good engine that Guangxi Yu has.
I just got to make the run, huh?
Are you freezing?
I think Schuster touched the rock a little bit there on the sweep, but
Weight's good.
not a big problem. If anything, slowed that down a bit.
Hard, gotta go.
Chris Ply's just hoping to follow that in.
Right to it. Good.
Really nice.
That boy.
What you can do, I can do better. Two great shots by Chris Plyce here. But still those rocks in behind the tee line, so Zhou Qian will just come right after. Calling this a little bit heavier. Starting to bend. Just got a bit of running on it. But it will stop in a pretty nice spot for China. Dead weight out of hand. Sweeper's delight. Still in behind the tee line, so Schuster will follow as well. And of course, now we've seen 3 draws down this path.
Yeah, I got a 14-3 on that.
I think your 90 is good.
Yeah. Okay.
So you do see the ice usually keen up a bit with the humidity that we have in Beijing. There is that tiny bit of frost in the ice, and when a lot of rocks run down the same path, some of that frost comes off of it from the running of the stones and the sweeping. And it really keens up, so
Wait's right there. Yep.
needing to have an eye for that. 14-3 on the last one by Zhou Qian, unswept. This is 14-2. It should be close as well. A little bit of sweeping from Landsteiner, just to hold the line right onto the red. Nice weight control. It's just good by Schuster to pay attention to the speed of the ice and then throw the correct speed himself. As we now look on over China, Canada, Jennifer Jones with last stone.
Canada lying. Just a draw to the 8 foot for Jennifer Jones. Trying to get off this guard, but it doesn't curl enough. So a definite one. Had a look at the second. Only a 1.
So China still in the lead, 2-1. As we see Ba Dushin come up a little bit heavy in this keen spot.
4 because he can't get more than 2. You might give him a slash run.
I mean, there's no way we're going to leave him. He gets to take maybe a shot at it, but he has to take the shot.
All we got to be is
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think this is where we go. Makes the draw tough, and
I think so.
I mean, if he wants to take the run of the double, go nuts, I guess, right?
I think so too.
So
Sweden taking on Canada 1.
If we could somehow be over here, you're going to force them this way.
You want to go? Yeah, that's fine. We can get that where they're at too.
You know what I mean?
Matt Dunstone.
Well, we want to give him the slash, right? Not the
Open hit.
Not the in-off, yeah. I'm just saying, like, I can throw a guard here and they're forced. So that's why I got to throw it in here and just get it to stop there. Yeah.
Just nursing it.
Anyways, give me I need almost middle, Chris.
No problem. Score of 2 for Canada.
They lead Sweden by 1.
Nice hand, boys. Good shot,
I'm just saying my misses.
So don't get overzealous.
You see John Schuster and Team USA
This is perfect, though, right?
Biting 4-foot would be.
trying to figure out where to put this one, and
Can I throw you guys?
what's the thinking?
Not much.
Yeah, trying to make it difficult for China to have the open draw to the forefoot, and also block the draw to that wing where they've all been coming down. So just trying to really be 8 foot.
Weight's close. Okay.
Doesn't look heavy for me, so.
All you guys fight the
Based on
top
reps
4.
and stuff.
They can bite top 4, they'll lie 2. But don't want to be too greedy and take it too far.
Stop, Brock. Stop. Fuck. Oh my goodness. You sweep that to a double? No, it's.
Oh, that was. Have they got away with it? The double is there.
Well, that was awesome.
Well,
See, I think they wanted to bite top 4 to lie 2, but even being in the 8 foot was better than being heavy and leaving the double.
no, it's like John Schuster said before they threw. If he just throws a guard, it makes it hard for China to score. And that was absolutely not the place to put that one. If anything, you could slip another foot deeper. So, not a great judge by the sweepers on that one.
Yeah. Rifle it through the house, throw it at the hog line. Instead of just give him 2. Yep. That's so bad. It's pretty bad. Oh well. Hopefully we get lucky. Hit it too thin, pick his back one. Yeah.
Da Shin with last stone here. And this is a gift of an opportunity to make the double and score 2. And they won't. Too thin. Just like Chris Bless and Schuster were hoping for. But it will be a steal. A 1 for USA. They lead it 2-1.
I'm on.
14-6.
So, I'm not faulting you at all. Still, 14-6.
Yeah.
Like,
They
there's
hit that
no
slide
fault
pass
for
and
that.
just kind of glid
Yeah.
like a lot.
Daddy made it work before my brother killed him.
Take a peek, guys. Take a peek. Careful, Matt. Put it too close, they play this tick on us, that's all. 15, good. Out of it.
咱们离后一点。我没有，咱们离后一点。挺近。
站一个。
下楼 K。2，力量可以放。下楼 K。
USA lead China by a single point. So now in the 4th end, China will try again with last stone advantage. Put up a corner guard. They were handed an opportunity to score 2 with a double by Ba De Shin, but did not come off. A steal for US.
As long as I don't really screw it up.
Yep, when you get handed these opportunities, you need to grasp them.
I liked it.
I like the way it. I like the way it. I think it's gonna be tight.
Whoa, whoa. You gotta get off.
Line's good.
Whoa.
Weight's
Okay,
good.
line's fine now.
Little
Little
soft. Switch to go, maybe.
Shot, Steiner.
Boy, Steiner, it's fair.
Very good.
Playing off.
Oh, wait. 回到站位就可以。
Wonder if the call was the tick here, or if that was just a tolerance for the hit and roll. Well, definitely the tick they're playing for. Maybe the tolerance would be going past and tapping the shot stone. Now curling though. And the tick is made. Does open up that center line. But doesn't tick the yellow very far, so kind of takes away that out-turn path on the left-hand side. Wanted a bit of a bigger split there, maybe even rolling the shooter onto the rings.
Looks like tight, boys.
Maybe in.
It's you, I think.
Okay, let's let her die then.
That's not
Looks
in.
like it's puking. It's never Chris though. Let's stop.
Wanting this
Oh,
to
Matt.
stop.
I think. Stop. Jesus.
15-1.
I had 15-2.
So you can hear there they're discussing the weights. It's definitely getting keener down that path.
对啊，弹进球漏一大将一大半一半儿。你选哪？他还是往中间选，你直接打到往外甩，这样现在4个站位都是咱的，你直接找掉圆形的多好。不然他不太好选了吧？你喜欢哪个？
我喜欢这个。
So important for the players to communicate split times throughout the whole game, because the ice can change.
Yeah, it gets keener when you play a path, and if you leave it for long, it slows down. We see Switzerland play Scotland. Looks like Scotland has a chance to score a couple back on the Swiss.
Yep, Scotland line one in the forefoot. Ross Patterson, a draw for 2.
出点大吗？
顶得大，这边还有点直，基本没掉。
This game crucial for both these teams for ranking. Sweepers seem happy with this. And it's 2 on the board for Scotland.
I mean, because even if you do this, Matt, if it overcurls and moves this, it stays right on the line too.
They get lucky, we get 2. So.
Yeah.
Cool. Good end.
Theoretically,
It's a nice choice.
shade high.
Let's have a good end here. Get a force on.
Or
You know,
even
blank if they want. It's not terrible to blank here.
you come through the hole too.
China also plays Canada in the women's competition.
That could just give him an easy double.
Canada line 1,
Play the kiss.
but China with the opportunity. Yang Yi-lun
So you're probably trying to throw like half.
trying a nose hit for 2. Tight past the guard, missing her own back one. Oh, great shot. Team like that one. Great celebrations. Score of 2 for China.
Really good hammer efficiency so far, and they lead Canada 4-1.
Hard, you gotta bounce off this one or tap it in. 1 or 2. Go, Chris. Not the curl.
China on 6 points, Canada on 10 coming into this game. So a big one for China.
The double's taken away now.
Yeah. 正常。
正常，这个最好啊，这样最好。
OK，试试吧。
Bit of a mess in the frontier for China.
好。
先，Lee， whoa.
So looking to open it up a bit.
Lee, yeah, hard.
Makes a very nice run back.
Anywhere high, Chris.
Ooh, good thing we put that rock there. Oh, this would be tricky.
Miss will throw firm.
So double raises there for Chris Plyce.
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, angle's pretty good.
Whoa. Yeah, yes. Hard.
That's just
Right to it.
pretty much anywhere high side, and there you go.
Beauty, Chris.
Really nice weight. Controlled.
点，完这儿都行。
正常吧，还是大力？
我感觉可以正常偏大一点。
最好
偏至于那边。
对，最好偏那边。
China get the straight run back, they wouldn't lie short. So ideally we'd like to angle it, get the roll over behind cover.
正常，嗨嗨嗨，嗨
Yes.
嗨
Go go go.
So Chan's had a pretty steady tournament.
嗨嗨嗨。大力啊，这劲儿太小了。
出来正常啊！
啊，这劲儿太小了。
Plays the run, but not able to stick around. So I'm gonna say
Top 8.
a chance to come around the guards, line 2.
Touch more ice. You can finish him.
85.
85.
80. 80. 80, 85.
It's faster or slower than going to the button, you think?
It might be just a shade.
Yeah.
Like 85.
The only benefit here for China is that the centre's open.
Weight's good right now. T-line. It's a little heavy.
Coming
Well,
down.
it's probably best to sit
Still there.
open, honest. Well,
Coming down.
it's got a lot of coming out. I don't know that we want to bury. Yeah, go ahead. Yep, now you go. Hard. Hard.
Hard, Matty, just a little bit more.
Yeah, I was glanced through a corner guard here in the first end from here, and it barely went to there. I should have taken the same ice.
踏板，
看吧。
差不多踏板。
Come on, hard.
Lean, whoa, whoa, whoa.
踏板。
Whoa.
再等等。
So Chan
下
is
线，
playing
下线，下线，
hack
下
weight,
线，甩不过去，下线。再来，再来，再来。
trying to get to the inside,
再来，再来，差一点。
just on the nose.
Probably. Well, I think we might want to now roll out into the open, because if we roll like 6 inches, it's just a bang bang double. But then, yeah, nose is. You just have to get kind of close to the guard.
Control.
No, I'm throwing board, hack. This line's straight. It's good. I mean, Chris's draw just curled. He only had another 8 inches or foot of room than this. So
It just looked like his went pretty good over the center line.
it's not. Yeah, it's after it gets down there though. So this will be fine.
Active board.
Go, Matt.
Board.
Go ahead,
Hard,
Matty.
Matt. Go.
Yep.
Hack.
Keep going, Matt.
Easy,
Keep going.
Lance.
Keep
Well,
going.
take a
Keep
look.
going. Keep going, Matt.
Over at Sweden, Canada.
And Canada line 2.
Good.
Ah.
Nicholas Edin. A draw to the 4 foot, wide open, no guards, in his way.
Linje mot lock.
极限。
极限。
Okej. 14-4.
And no problem.
哎，14秒来。
可以，
差不多，14秒12都可以。
So single point for Sweden and a tied game as they head into the halftime break.
Flip hammer.
Badushin. Some struggles this week. It's been a bit too much up and down.
还行吧，我感觉还可以。
磕就等线，
不行，力量
磕就等线。
哦，力量。
放到底，轻磕。
Has a chance to set up for 2 here with a nice freeze.
太大了，12秒
At
钟。
least a draw in front of this yellow, but heavy and slips past everything. And again, this Badushin, it's not coming together for him.
滑了还行，然后出来给那个。
不，滑行不行？哦。4秒。
Yeah, we do, but we haven't thrown any draws going to the center this way, but it doesn't matter. Guard's fine, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Edge 8, or just Edge 8's good, Chris.
This time, Schuster will throw a guard to take away the draw.
Been a while since we threw this long.
Yeah, we haven't thrown it all this game. So.
Half in the 8-foot.
Yeah. I'm just gonna throw you. I'm gonna throw you 90.
Okay.
It's a guard. It's a guard.
Okay.
Biting 8 would be great. Keep
Bite
the
the
brooms
8
down.
foot.
Lots of frost out here.
There.
Yeah, there right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get
come
us not
down.
bad. Should be fine.
Just bite. It looks like it's here. You guys judge.
Revving out good though.
14-2.
And the previous end, they came a little bit too deep and left the nose hit.
Good shot. Really nice.
That works, huh?
Or actually a double to score 2 for China. This time they are
Nice job.
a bit more careful.
Good guess.
And does it bring it deep enough
Make up for our
for
lost
China
pride on
to
the
be able
last
to
one.
play it? Nose hit for the single, forcing the draw.
I did. I just wanted to crawl into my shirt.
Happy birthday, Luke, buddy.
Does get to play the same path here though, Badushin. We'll just have to take 6 feet off of it.
下楼可以力量体现就行。
体现6区，
可以停带。
下了没问题。
6区，
看着点啊。
带一点，带一点力量。体现。
还行。
下楼可以。
Curling a bit earlier. 14-2. Should be close.
带着，带着，对，带着。
This one looking pretty good for Team China, and Badushin, a nice correction. Just a single point, however. But with that, it is a tied game through 4 ends of play. USA will be the happier of the 2 sides, now having flipped that hammer. And they'll have that advantage as they come back onto the ice for the 5th
他
end.
刚才第一个投的，
他投的是我那1-2，后来换了吗？
第一是1吗？
So the first end, after a hit and roll out with his first, Badushin then goes for the blank. Can't hold it and has to settle for 1.
我看他那个出入挺大。
Was that like 80 or what?
Second end, and after a great raised double by China, John Schuster has to draw the 4-foot. He's got backing against 2. No problem, ties the game.
So bad. Pretty bad.
And the third end, John Schuster's draw slides a bit deep, leaves a double opportunity for China. Catches it too thin, and it's a steal of 1 for USA.
Don't let it happen again, or I'm gonna start taking.
Looking over to China-Canada and the women's competition, 4th and last stone for Jennifer Jones.
Hey, Ram. No, off. Shannon.
No sweeping here. Jennifer looking slightly concerned.
Really gotta go. All you got. Okay.
Needs it to curl.
Wow.
And wow,
One?
an open miss.
1 red.
And a steal of 1.
So China leading that one 5-1. And elsewhere there's 4 men's games. Scotland up 3-2 on Switzerland. Our live game is tied at 2 each. Then Canada 2 and Norway tied with a single point, and also tied between Sweden and Canada 1.
你另一个现在这场地滑了，你刚开始扫冰顶线的人一定要注意，别太早上劲儿啊，这就稳一点，再稳一点。越是关键的球呢，越要有一个人要清醒一点，不要 就是盲目的就是用力擦，是吧？我说的意思一定要越关键球越放松一点。
So this end, no blank, right? Same?
Yeah.
So guard, maybe two.
他们肯定是
He will draw.
Yeah.
A round. He won't go open. I think he'll come out. Anyway.
Freeze
So free. I like freeze. Freeze is fine.
Yeah.
Who's got the most points?
你把6投。
Equal points. To then do
137 just to make sure.
That's what I've been told.
Sure.
Oh, no. Same can.
Now I got the. Now I got the.
Trying to figure out, right?
Cold sore.
Yeah. Right.
I love that the
saying that.
camera's totally on right now.
The weird part is it typically feels hot, so it might be a hot sore.
Yeah. You know what? You guys just keep it between them.
Oh, we do. We do.
And we take a look at the stats here. It is USA with an edge on China. They're 88% to China's 80. And that has shown just a little bit on the scoreboard. We see China starting with last on advantage. Now it is in the US hands. Certainly China's had some chances, but their fourth player, Ba Dushin, making some mistakes. Also made a couple of great shots. It's just kind of all or nothing for him so far this week. 4 ends to go in this one.
Set OK， 3、
再差点，这样小一点，再差点。
2菜之间，2区，线路稍微有点，1、2、1那个差，哪个？中间，要再补一个，再补。OK。
Double center.
Let's get going again. It is China to play USA.
We play the tick still.
Now in the 5th end of this game this morning here from Beijing, China.
It might stop.
Curling World Cup
like it wants to.
final action.
13.
We've had 3 legs
At 13-3 on this.
earlier in the season.
Way
to jump in there, Chris.
Beauty.
Got you there.
And now we're here back in China where we started the first leg was in Suzhou. A couple hours outside Shanghai. So now in the capital. And we're in the 8 square kilometer industrial park, which is being refurbished for the Olympic Games in 2022, and the Olympic Training Center for the Chinese curlers just next door. So you never know who might be back in 3 years' time of these teams. Xu Jingtao here,
Got it. Pretty close.
hoping to be one of them.
Lots of room.
Feel like it might need a little.
Might have to go.
John Landsteiner
Matt too, actually. Yep.
as well might want to return to the Olympic Games. Them being the champions last year. Be tempting to go back to back. No one's ever done that before except Annette Norberg in the women's. But never for the men's.
抬也行，正常。正常，正常。他这个女手不讲那个，快快。
Wang Shiyu looking for the hit, but rolls out.
拽太大了，一下。
他使的那个滑那个球。
2 center guards from China. They're going hard for a forced end here.
I think Derek would want us to go to the middle.
Yeah, Derek Brown would want us to go center.
Okay, so you want to go center there?
No, it should go to the wing because he's wrong.
Fair enough.
So, who's Derek Brown, Rona?
I think we gotta go.
So Derek Brown is the national coach for
Backside
USA.
C-line, take a look.
So
All
he's
you.
not here with the
Starter,
team
all
this
zero.
week.
Whoa.
But Matt
Zero,
Hamilton
zero.
obviously thinking about
So
what
he's
Derek
Lance.
would want them to do.
So poking a bit of fun,
Get into the
Definitely.
crunchy
Yep.
stuff.
knowing he's probably
Crunchy
watching.
out there.
Oh, it's crispy.
Danny Plies out
He
there.
will draw
boys.
to the wing and sit two.
Get Butterfinger as a sponsor.
Looking over to Switzerland, Scotland. It's a 3-2 game for the Scots.
Scotland line one, not easy for Switzerland to remove. Yannick Schwaller just having to draw for his one. Silence at the moment, no sweeping. He's got the backing to come to. Is it curling enough? It's not. A steal of one for Scotland. They now lead that game 4-2
We zien je voorraad zo zoveel elkaar
after 4.
We moeten tegen zoveel weniger iets af.
How does he get? Was he gonna bury it on like on the top floor? Back
You guys
floor, I
like the
guess?
hit?
I don't mind the hit.
What do you like to hit?
I like the freeze personally, but if you guys want to hit it, I don't really. It's not a bad.
Your call.
All right, let's play it. They just threw like an 8-5 at this and it curled a little, so
Firm.
you can throw firm.
We saw the teams struggle a little bit with a similar spot on the other side of the house earlier in the game. Found some curl out in the fresher path. And is able to manage this spot very well. Makes the nose hit.
Man, my like.
No, I totally agree.
Still lie two.
Yep, looking good for USA to score 2 at this end. Heard China discussing at the fourth end break to get the guards up. They didn't want USA to blank this end.
That's a good thing about hitting that stone for the US. It keeps the blank alive.
Yep, gives them options.
Been a pretty good game for Zhou Qiang. Just a nose hit here. They need to make a roll here at some point, but it's building higher in the house, so tough to make the nose hit back now for the US.
No, go here and try and get a piece under.
Yeah. 80.
I like 80, yeah.
I got there.
Okay.
I got T.
Okay.
So as they build higher in the house and the hit and roll becomes a lot more available to China.
Coming down a bit.
But it's got
we can
USA
go.
will draw instead, and ideally in behind the T line.
Okay, it's bite anyways.
Maybe you get a piece buried as well behind the red.
You want a
Real
shot,
good.
Chris.
China could have been sweeping that past the T line, but trying to just leave it a shorter run.
Waiting on this one. And it's not going to curl for them. Big trouble for China here. Could split the rings again, the
This one
US.
should run a little. I'm just going to give you center line, Chris.
I was like pretty.
And it's going to be decision time for China. Do you continue to hit, or do you just gamble big and come around the center guards?
I got that.
Depends a little bit where this one ends up.
Still on the center.
Whoa.
Hard lands. Get it off that
Oh,
one.
hangs on the center guard.
Keep going.
Wow. Not great at all for two reasons. Obviously not getting that one to the house, but Staggering the guards a bit. Lots more room for China to come around and bury. Disaster.
Yeah, and they did discuss that ice. Chris Blythe with John Schuster before he played it, saying it would come off the centre. Certainly took its time.
Great opportunity for China to get buried and take the end away. You can see the stats for Bao Shin. It's not been his best game. Kind of making too many mistakes on the easier shots, but then sometimes you see him come up big. Made that great run double from the second end to force the US. This draw looking pretty good though.
Need to bury it as far as they can. Has that buried behind the cover because it's a long guard.
That one is not bad, right?
That one, right? Right, because he's got to rethrow it.
What's he do if we just peel that one?
We just peel that one.
Peel this? Yeah.
No.
Well, he throws
peel
that one.
If you peel this one, he could throw right to here, and then we're in trouble.
Now we just
rip the double. Rip the double. He's got to make it perfect because there's nothing here.
Or here. What if he goes there to that?
Again, he's got to make it perfect. I mean, I can come through this hole too, or come around the outside. Like, I think I can get there. We just have to play it tight one way or the other.
Yeah, what's he do if you rip this?
Well, he just hits and rolls in front of it, and I'm drawing against two on the side we haven't played at all.
Yeah. But if he does, it's the same thing. If he doesn't make the roll, you got the double for
Chris, I think I can navigate this hole with almost board. Like I said, if we err on the side of wrecking this, is fine. Just like peeling. It'll go through with half, but will I hit the back rock is the question.
Think it over. Looking over to Canada 2, skipped by Kevin Cooey, playing Team Norway, skipped by Thomas Olsrud. Looking to end their season and end a long career on a high note.
Good boards.
Been a tough week so far, 0-4 for the Norwegians, but giving some trouble here.
Yeah, line 4. Kevin Cooey.
Close.
Yep.
Kevin can't nose this to get shot.
So need essentially a double here.
A double or just a hit and roll in to the forefoot.
Will move both the yellows and rolls onto the forefoot for the single point. Great shot under pressure from Kevin Cooey, and Canada will lead Norway 2-1.
It will be a sad day to lose the fancy pants from Norway. They've been a big part of the sport for many years. They're great characters on and off the ice. They've had different trousers on for every game this weekend so far.
Well, I'm not sure if the fancy pants will be around next season, but I know, pretty sure at least one of the players will be seen on tour next year. Maybe even two.
Oh, are you going to give us some Norwegian gossip on a team?
I won't say more than that.
You're such a spoil sport, Xander. Meanwhile, John Schuster removed the guard.
And Bao Shin will over curl. Was hoping to sit on the corner of the yellow, but wanted to just be a few inches wider to cover the shot stone. The red in the forefoot is now available to Schuster.
This has been like the not jumpy spot on the sheet, so I think I'm throwing hack.
Okay.
So, try not to overthrow it. Try to get all the way out there too.
So a great chance to take his two.
Solid
Only been singles so far in the game. One steal. Could be a first deuce.
Board. Curling. Straight.
And this one is not curling for Schuster. Will chip the red out, but only for the single. So again, just a single point. 5 ends in a row. USA lead it 3-2.
It's a wild path they run. It curls and then they go absolutely dead straight. That's what their hits were doing on those like up waiters.
Yeah.
That definitely curled, Chris.
I mean, it was a touch heavy, but.
Yeah, no, it was bored, but still.
其实想分那样式也不太好分，你感觉呢？他的站位高低，要是3区很近的话，我觉得可以站那个，这样好找。对，
得打一打。
对，这样好找一点。要是在2区，咱可以分的，你感觉呢？
得站一个
啊，
一个够了，要站的话，对吧？
行，
行，我看。
你看着来场地滑的话，你告诉我们滑度。
感觉有时候打的太简单，就是咱也没难度，他们也没难度，就不像以前那种打的，哇，上来就是这局就要拿2分6局，我去啊，就是双站位干。
I think it's tight. Short. Coming down. Here, Rock. Here, Rock.
Let her come down.
Chris?
I like the distance from here. Easy. Attaboy.
Center guard up by John Landsteiner. USA leading China by a single point here in the 6th end.
下楼 K。
可以带的，2-3，2区。
可以稍微轻擦着点啊。
Zhu Jingtao
有点柔，有点稍微柔点。
put up the corner.
来一个，3区啊。
3区不用。
3区带着，得擦。
不掉了，不能。
2-3之间。
不掉了，有点
We see only singles on the scoreboard so far, and 5 ends running. Just that steal of 1 in the 3rd end that sticks out, and that was when Badushin had a double to score a 2. And that's been the biggest difference so far, and of course Schuster also with a chance to score a 2 in the previous end.
Hard, guys, hard. I got it, Chris.
Finish it.
Yep, so in theory, China have got 2 ends left that they can score, 6 and 8, and USA score at 7. So they would love to take their 2 here, force 1 at 7, have control coming home. But as we've seen, no 2 so far in the game.
Well, it's as tight as a curling game gets, really.
Yep. Whoa. 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 Clean.
We see this play again from China. Corner guard, then the tick, and this time he will make it perfect. Zhu Jingtao rolls the shooter fully buried around the corner and taps that yellow far enough to completely open the left-hand side. Very nice.
A really good result.
He's obviously not allowed to remove that center guard from play.
Let it grind. Steiner clean, actually, just dust.
But after this one, it's free for all.
Sit down, baby.
Let her go. Let her die.
All right. Sit.
There.
Stay back.
You probably could open.
All right.
Over curls.
这边。
行。
往这边开呢？这边不够。
不够。3秒。
不是往朝那边不太。
也够。
3秒。
离。
3秒。
离了。
3秒。
离。
Whoa.
离严。
Whoa.
严。Whoa. Hard. Fuck.
放大。OK。
Trying to get the roll right over behind the corner. Stays in the open. Now allows USA the chance to hit and roll.
Normal then?
I don't know. I'm just wondering, like, if does that set up the double?
It's the last day of play here for men's, women's, mixed doubles.
With normal,
Top of the sections will progress to the finals tomorrow.
I'm not sure.
You want to go this way then?
That was my first thought.
So all still to play for.
Use that guard.
Still normal.
And what a joyous occasion that will be tomorrow. 3 finals in 3 different disciplines.
Weight's good. Normal.
Close. Whoa.
Yeah, with some great incentive, a big money prize.
Good. Good old Matt. That's good, Matt.
Taking a look over, Switzerland, Scotland. It's Ross Patterson's team up by 2 on Yannick Schwaller.
Scotland lying 1 at the back of the forefoot. But the way in for Yannick Schwaller is blocked. They're going to have to raise one of the front guards. They're trying to redirect off one of them, I think.
Yeah, looks like it. Past his top red, touched the yellow, and into the forefoot, very close. But not enough. Steal of 1 for Scotland in this really, really important game. What a try. Catch that a hair thinner and might go underneath the red even and be there for 3.
They were really unlucky because they couldn't see any of that past the guard.
Yeah, it was tough to catch it too thick. And Scotland will be up 3, 5-2.
Men den gått perfekt med styrte, hvor man mer kunde maken daraus. Ist gut. Ja.
薄一点吧。对。1/5。1/5啊。
啊。
挺薄。
稍有点力。OK。或者你选这个吗？
都行，你定。
我感觉这个更好点，打大波有点难，得打非常薄。
可以。
这个也行，靠过来。
留头位置。
3秒。
OK。
3秒。
二头。
哦哦哦！3秒到。
哦。
哦。哦。1。
哦。
哦。OK。
Sorry。
OK， 也行。
Nose is okay. I mean, you can't roll too far because nose are just a shade in here. Okay. Same weight.
Chris Blyce.
More.
Yep.
Normal up. Normal.
Whoa.
9.
Oh, close, clean. Yep.
9.
Yeah. Yes. Okay,
It's good.
Good.
Good. Shot. Okay. Good shot.
Yeah. My first one curled like really hard. So
That
was 95.
I just didn't want to be.
Gone. No, it's perfect.
Taking a look at all the scores. Canada 1 up by 1 on Sweden. Canada 2 up by 1 on Norway. Scotland up 5-2 on Switzerland, and it's a 5-3 game for China over Canada in the women's game.
So Chan looking for the hit and roll behind the cover. Really good shot. So USA lie 1, but China lying 2nd and 3rd.
That should get us. Yeah, go dead center of that.
Like 90 here.
Try to
So
obviously tuck a
John
chunk, right?
Schuster
Yep,
can
for sure.
come around here,
We
get
could
some
hit-
separation
we could hit
between
that
his
open arm back
yellows.
there too, but I think this is a
I mean, roll out, you're giving it to them.
Right.
All we got to do is get second
get second and be
above
about
theirs.
even. Yeah.
Well, it's got to be even with ours. We can't be too far past the T line.
He'd like to be fairly level with his own yellow in the 8-foot lie 2.
Easy then.
Touch 8-foot,
Careful.
boys.
Line's good though. Line might be tight.
Where?
It's good. T.
Yep, Matt.
It's T.
Above the Yep.
Easy.
You're good. You're good.
It's heavy.
You're good.
Really goes at the end though.
Deeper?
No. It's okay.
Set.
You're good.
Jesus.
Yeah, nice shot from John Schuster. Slides a wee bit further back than he wanted to.
Son of a gun.
Is there a double for Baudishin? Does he see enough? Obviously needs to catch that yellow thin enough to roll far enough to catch the other yellow.
Yeah, he only has to punch the other yellow at the edge of the rings.
我觉得你先往肉来行，先肉过来。
Looks like they're going to go for it. Options just to roll behind the guard, but such a tight guard, it's not a real tough run back for Schuster. Well, we said he's come up big with the big shots, Baudishin. Let's see what he's got here.
And this would be a big shot to lie 3.
Whoa, Lee. Whoa, whoa. 下线。下线是。能中吗？低一点，甩点。
Oh, just knows it.
直。直一点。I think Beak is almost safe right now with the edge here.
So a great chance now for USA
Yeah, I think nose is good.
to force China to their 1 here.
Yeah.
Sweden is playing Canada 1 at Dean versus Dunstone.
Canada lying 1 on the 4-foot, fully guarded. Nicholas Edin having to draw the button for his 1.
Weight's good. Yep.
Yep, hard. Lite vidare. Full fyra.
Nicholas Edin is topping his section at the moment. Sweepers seem happy. No problem to the world champion. It's a score of 1 for Sweden.
Still very close game. All tied after 6.
刚才放球那个力量，我感觉就行，对吧 ？OK。那你喜欢哪个点？我感觉再来点，再来点。啊，我就其实头磕，其实磕了2球就行，是吧 ？OK。对。
Now we see China with a chance to get to this yellow. Try and tap it back, 4-2.
Yeah, the difference of John Schuster just rolling out that bit and a nose hit. If he'd nosed it, forced China to 1. Now, Baudishin can tap back for 2. Not an easy shot though.
9、10、11、11、11、11、还行。
A little bit off and on here. Onto something. Baudishin, Team China now starting to curl. Are they past the top red? Yes, they are. And down onto the yellow, taps it back. That is a score of 2. And the first deuce on the board. And there you go, Baudishin. Comes up big with the last one instead. And a 4-3 lead after 6.
耶。
3，
没人了，分俩。
还行，
可以的。
下楼 K，
哎，这个可以啊，滑的偏小点。
2、3之间，下楼 K， 这是线路，
可以的。
下楼等一等，
正常带就行，正常带，
正常带，
正常带。
3，
可以来一点点，可以。
哦，
下楼很好
，3区3区，
下楼可以，
可以，easy。
哦。
So finally a score of 2 on the scoreboard, and it is China to score that 2. Frustrated Schuster and team after that last mistake.
Decent ad, guys.
To hand China the opportunity.
You take rock right away here.
Pretty close.
Got it. It's getting good now. Still Chris though.
All right, guys, come on.
Oh, Steiner. So I was Chris.
Yeah.
So in the pregame, I thought my 7 was like curly and slow.
Quite a decent performance from the 2 leads this morning, Zhu Jingtao and John Landsteiner.
5-6，下路可以先等，5-6。
Yep, they're doing their jobs efficiently, setting up the ends.
You can see USA coming around the center guard. Might keep the blank on the back of their heads here, the Americans. Carry the hammer into the last end, try and score 2 for the win.
Couple feet more weight.
Okay.
And China, of course, would love to force USA to a single point, be tied with that last one advantage.
A lot of weight.
No then.
Stay with it.
No then.
Room. Get good. Yep. Whoa.
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 Back 8.
Get good. It's not Crystal. Yeah,
Back
go.
8.
Go. Gotta curl a mile.
Go ahead, Chris. Keep going. Keep going.
Curl.
Keep going.
Wants the inside here.
Great.
Doesn't get it, but gets a little bit of a tap and sits right on top of the red. Works out as well.
打水一点点就行。对呀，稍微水一点就行。
OK。
就是动一点就行。
OK。
行，先稳定。
这什么力量啊
3秒。还行。
3秒大点啊。
Yes. Hard. Hard. Yes. Hard. Hard toe. Hard toe. Hard.
Get a bit of an inside roll here. Really nice.
OK。有点水太大了。
Nose is good. A little roll in is better.
But a fairly easy raise for Matt Hamilton.
I think, yeah.
Close up, bang! Whoa!
Whoa! Whoa!
Steiner, roll the back one.
Good job.
All right.
Makes that no problem.
打定反粘上面啊，打定粘的，对，打定反粘上面，
正常。
3秒啊，正常。
稍微点。
Hey, if he makes the double and rolls out, we peel the guard.
Close game between the 2 seconds as well. Wang Shiyu and Matt Hamilton.
先等。
8秒。
Whoa.
Never. Whoa.
有大风吗？
So that rolls out. It's USA to make the choice here. Peel the center guard, go for the blank, or split the rings and score the 2.
Is that in?
And I think it's
Right here?
pretty clear that they would rather have the blank here.
Yeah, definitely want that hammer coming home.
Whoa.
Yep. 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 Hard. Hard. Hard, Chris. On the roll even. Like right in front of the stick, probably.
Good.
Plan B.
Shit. Good. Sorry, guys. 3-1。OK。
Switzerland trailing Scotland by 3. And doesn't seem like they'll be scoring more than a single here. Yannick Schwaller.
Yep, Scotland line 2. So Yannick Schwaller just having to draw the forefoot for his one.
This one's looking light, if anything.
Sweeper's piling into this. Is it even going to reach the rings?
It is not, and that's a steal of 2. Scotland now well ahead. 7-2 game. Yannick Schwaller a bit puzzled with that one, and they will concede. They've had enough. A huge win for Ross Patterson and team. And they pick up all 3 points here. 7-2 final score.
And they will now lead that group going into the last round robin game.
Good. Right to the ice cream.
80.
80.
So China just came a bit deep with their draw around.
Line's good, boys. Line's good.
A miscleal by Matt Hamilton kind of forces the USA to play for a multiple score instead.
Hard, head down, Matt. Head down, you gotta go even by this one. Keep going, head down. Head down, all the way. All the way, we tap it out, good. Okay, good.
So they line 2, but leave China a chance to freeze.
Might be better than freezing, Chris, so.
Well swept. Pulls a long way at the end. And USA do not want to be forced to take their one here. But if China can play the perfect freeze, kill the end.
地线8区 ，OK， 8区，9区，地线，地线可以插，2， 9区，2，地线小2，6， 2。
This one drawing already. Can they hold it past the top one?
Well, they're going to stop, try and wreck a bit thicker.
So great opportunity now for USA.
Or you can control, you can spin it even a little. What turn you want to play? What turn you want? You go this way? You can throw a board and it'll go up here. Or you like control with there or board with there?
You like the broom. Think board.
Okay.
Got enough? Yeah. We need a crossing over. As long as we get by it, we're fine. Someone!
Heavy board! Close!
Heavy board!
Oh. Steiner, go ahead. Steiner, go! Hard, Steiner!
Don't want to jam in the back here.
Keep going, keep going, keep going!
And they do. And China lies shot stone. Wow.
从那儿他这样跟这个找，他打掉那个，他就跟那俩打了。
So a few options. They can draw around the yellow. Lie 2. They looked at the double. And they looked at drawing the other side.
你往里旋，它也是够软麦的。
你喜欢哪个？咱时间够。等他时间够。你说打这个不行，那个相关面来打。
I like coming round that yellow into the 8-foot, half round it. Yep. Really put the pressure on.
你定，你俩选哪个？选一个还是不让挂？我感觉不能打。选那肯定找。对。
Problem with drawing to the other side, it could leave a double for USA.
这儿。哦，先往这边来一个，这样也行。
Slip a wee bit deep.
搭在白边就行。
1 minute left for China.
The teams do have an additional 15 seconds on the clock for the second half of the game. 4 minutes and the 15 seconds. per end.
正常就行，掏。看下力量还行，至于俩人。
So stone position here really critical for China.
Drawn to the opposite wing. And leave this in a bad spot. Could be a double for the US.
You need to outcount the other two yellows.
Oh, that's just pretty good. That's a tough angle for a double. But I think they might play it.
Throwing like boardish. Control.
Control.
We only have to move that, right?
Yeah.
Control?
Yeah.
Well, control rolls out board, I can stay.
Yeah.
I think we throw board, let it go.
They don't want to be forced.
Like,
I think that might not even be enough based on my.
Even giving up a 1, 2 down with hammer.
Give me the 8 rock, Lance.
Might even be better than
It's not quite as jumpy.
tied without the hammer. It's more about the same. So thinking it's worth
Gotta hit like an inch, right?
Yep.
taking on the double here.
Let's make sure we make contact.
And that point exactly, make sure they hit the red enough to not give up more than the single. Playing a controlled weight here to give Landsteiner and Hamilton a chance to sweep this one. What do they have here?
Must be close.
Pretty close. And it's going to roll across the top, so China with a chance again to split the rings if they do wish.
Okay.
But this time they might be coming around.
They need to be very careful. There are 3 yellow counters in the house.
他肯定100%找，我感觉。
They cannot afford to leave a double here.
选一半，选一半就行，这是最好的。
Because to lose a 4 at this stage wouldn't be good.
Good.
Okay. 3边。
Okay. 23 seconds. Let's make sure you can see the clock.
20 seconds left. Enough time to play this stone. When we talk about key shots in the game, this is a key shot for Badishin, who struggled today with his draw weight.
5、6区提线，
还行。
6区提线，你现在就行。
小点，我感觉不太小点。
小一点。5区。
hard 干，hard 透
hard
场地
hard 透6区，线路飞倒 ，go
hard 下线，我
下一点点。
6场提线了。
Weight's pretty good here. They get it buried. Is there a chance for USA to score more than 1?
You get 3. Because this is going to jam there, but
no,
just an inch high, I know, or
yeah,
like a
shooter might roll out. It might only be for 2, but we just got to make contact here. So.
Yep, that was the problem with
normal, I think, maybe.
A millimeter high, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
bringing that red as far back.
I mean, probably a half a centimeter.
So it will be the dilemma here. If you draw for 1, you're tied.
You think I can
It's
still
not
throw
great.
Kerm at this?
Yeah.
I just think
Play
it'll
the
run.
run.
I'll throw that like 9
Make
or 8,
contact
5 at it.
with 1 red.
Edge, maybe an inch off the edge, Chris.
You're 2 down with a hammer. But of course, there's a chance you make it here for a score of 2 or 3. You're in great shape.
Yep, hard.
Yep.
Last stone.
Go, buddy, go.
7th end. John Schuster.
Come on, go.
Hard, Steiner! Gotta go!
Just running back 1, 2, but jams.
Okay.
That's a steal of 1 for China. Same as being forced. Schuster feels.
Great scrub.
Good scrub, buddy.
So 5-3 the lead for China after 7 ends.
就这个位置可以了，但是再往上俩球就过去一半，这样他咋打都没有了，他就只能一投了。对。但是我以为力量不够，我现在忽然还。
我感觉你出手感觉5、6区应该没啥问题。
咱这个
像你这个，这
我感觉差不多。完了，
瞧一直哈，我这线路不够，
不是线路一直擦。
啊，两个进营，然后只补个3。
But just still think.
1 in, 2 in, second.
Well, if we throw in, he'll throw corner. Then we play guard, right?
对，你要是第一个投的好的话，非常好的话，第2个直接可以补位。
Okay. Then guard, right?
6。
Those are the ones we talked about. Like we just don't make those ones. Like sometimes we like those are.
我小小小。
站位吧。没事啊，我感觉这差一点就行，正常擦吧哥，正常擦。
很小，擦你，那也是3啊，3
级擦点。
Final end of play in this game between China and USA at the Curling World Cup final in Beijing. And we can say that with utmost certainty because there are no extra ends in this format. If USA scored 2 here and we're tied, the teams would go to a single stone shootout.
A lot of curling to do.
Easy, guys.
Wow.
We've seen a couple this week. And I believe
that's coming down.
Yesterday we saw one that was
line. Yeah,
just 1.2 centimeters
Good.
in difference.
Okay, good.
So we can have some drama. Not only in this end, but a potential shootout as well. USA have not been able to score a 2 yet though with the hammer.
6局，6局，下楼 K。
USA would really like to win this game in the regulation A10 so they can gain 3 points.
2，正常，好。再来套，可以下，可以下。Go go 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 go。2，别，Go go go。可以，OK。14秒8啊，这个。
这真是只提了。
You like right around with the intern?
Freeze is good. That was 14-5, guys.
I like this, yeah.
Say 14 flat.
He said 14 flat or 14-5?
14-5. 1-4-5.
In this section, Nicholas Edin is topping it at 9 points. But if China were to win, they would also go to 9 points.
Pretty good ad.
If Nicholas Edin doesn't manage to beat Canada today. So it's still wide open. Lots to play for. But teams need maximum points.
Probably Chris.
So can't afford to go to shootouts.
Should be fine. It's Chris though. Oh, can't bounce in this line. No bounce this line. No bounce. No bounce.
Sit.
Yeah, hang on, baby. Okay. All right, center.
Shot.
再粘一个。
OK。
我喜欢粘一个。3、4。
4。
14秒5。
14秒5。 还行，给了一点。
这个，等等线路。
3、4、4、5，
直接往后来呢？
往后来行。
顶线，
顶线，顶线，提线了。
擦一擦。
逃。
现在红区。
力量大，红区。非常大。逃，跟着。
哇哦。
Here we go, intern.
Real deep.
Come on, you go around the corner.
So a mistake there.
Like that.
China slipped through the rings. Now a great opportunity for USA to build up a couple at this end using their corner guard.
Hard!
Hard, guys.
Hurry, Chris!
There.
I know you got to go. I mean, we're hitting. Whoa. Tap it. Whoa.
Okay.
Come on, man.
来一个。
OK， 快点，再来一个。
小点。
OK。
Managed to come around.
这球还滑应该。
还是线路有点靠外。
星哥，3、4、4、5，
等线。
不行，悬过去呢。
太悬了。
还是奔悬吧。
2。
力量提线，够，力量够。
来，稍微擦一擦。
提线。
粘吧。
提线。
China trying again to come around the staggered stones, top of the house. Oh, just got past it.
怎么整的？给的太猛了，你看，还行。
Flips to back 8
I
foot.
think we're gonna do it this now.
I don't think so.
China do lie too.
I think as long as you keep a corner of it tucked, it's good.
What if we just do what they did?
What if we tap ours
towards it.
What else
that
you
one
like?
I just threw towards the back one.
I think we got to kill this one though, Matt. I think you throw board.
Do we wait one more minute and go around it and follow them and freeze?
Is that freeze any good?
Where, back here? No, I mean you can draw here though.
It locks us in though, and then he makes a freeze, and then what?
Oh, then we play this
Then we
little.
have this.
Then we,
I like it, Matt. If you, it
I think I
goes
like
walking
that.
sideways.
So opted for the come around.
we got lots right now.
Back 12.
Get right off. Close.
I don't have back 12. boys.
Close. Yeah. No choice. Gotta go. Hard. Hard.
Curl's big here.
Hard. Hard, hard, hard. After touch, you gotta get by the other one. Hard. Hard. Go, Chris. Go.
Ah, just a missed weight call by the sweepers there. They called that back 12 out of hand. Matt Hamilton, a few seconds later, said, I didn't feel that heavy. And in the end, it was just never that deep. Should have been on the sweep earlier. And of course, when that weight is communicated back to Schuster, the skip that it's back 12, the trajectory that he's foreseeing is completely different than if he's told the weight is top 4.
Yeah, so if he thought it was a back 12, he would think that in his head that the line was fine. But because it was lighter, it started to curl a lot quicker. And by then they had lost it.
And that's the importance of communication. China not quite able to make the hit and roll in.
You can squeak it. I think it's good.
What are we doing?
I don't know if you. Probably all we got, honestly. Unless you wanna. How much you got here?
3/4.
I mean, you could also play that, I guess, and have it stuck here. That's probably better. Board. Just try to hit as much as you can and stay here, Chris.
Could we smash it with like heel?
No, it's so thin. You have to hit nothing.
No, like the red.
Board.
I mean, that's kind of was his first call, but soft. You just get a piece under.
Board?
Yeah, board.
Hack.
Close.
Board!
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
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 Soft.
Whoa. Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard. Oh, Jesus, you burnt the crap out of that too.
Oh dear.
Oh boy. Burnt rock.
Hard. I mean, it changed the shot. It moved it 2 inches sideways.
Yeah.
Matt Hamilton will be annoyed with himself about that.
And that doesn't happen very often.
It's the yes, whoa, yes that I got.
There you can see it.
Yeah. I know
Now,
how you feel.
when that happens after the hog line, normally you just see the shot out and then you decide after, but they just felt the burn was so big. It was just the right call to pull it right away. And
yeah, good sportsmanship.
yeah. Absolutely. You could have left that shot and then it'd be up to China what to do, but felt it was the right choice to just pull that rock right away, and rightfully so. Just really bad timing for USA. Matt Hamilton won't burn many rocks throughout the season. Probably only a couple.
You don't want to do it in the last end of a must-win game.
China puts the guard up. So three stones left for the US. As we look on over, Sweden, Canada, all tied up.
And Sweden line one, Matt Dunstone, last stone of the last end, a nose hit for the win.
It might go right through the hole.
Sweepers holding this.
Clean, clean, clean.
And it's on the nose. A win for Canada.
Oh, Matt Dunstone and team picking up some pace with a win yesterday. a win this morning. And we see a great shot by Chris Pleiss as well in our live game against China. Runs it back.
China could run back their red onto the yellow.
Taking a look over to Canada, Norway. Norway needing a score of 2. This is Kevin Cooey's last stone. It is Norway with hammer though.
What would that in turn
Norway have got 2 counters in there. Canada do lie short.
Control.
What am I for? Yeah, a little more.
Easy.
Kevin Cooey just going to remove this Norwegian counter on the wing.
I'm going to throw my curlier one too. So. You think it out? Looks like minimum even, maybe.
Whoa!
You gotta get by.
Wants to try and get the inside, not to leave a double. Ah, great shot.
Well, is there anything left for Team Norway?
Can they see enough of their own yellow to raise it back, lift the double in the reds?
Meanwhile, also John Schuster looking to sink a draw here with his first one. Needs to make this one count if they're going to score 2 and get that shootout.
Both these teams will just have seen that loss for Nicholas Edin, so they know their hopes are still alive in this section.
Keep in front of T if you can, just let it die.
Looking pretty good for Schuster here. Definitely buried. You can see Ulsrud having some fans in, even here in Beijing. They've been fan favorites for a long time, especially so since they brought out the fancy pants in the Vancouver Olympics in 2010. They've been a dash of color in the sport for a long time, and we see last shot for Ulsrud here. Really tricky one. Run it back, make the double, maybe score a 2 and tie the game. That is close, but it's not good enough. Just a single, and it is a win for Kevin Cooey and Canada.
Good game. Good game. You were alive there for a bit while, huh? Good game.
Always great banter with Thomas and his opposition.
Brett for it.
4-3 final score. It's been a tough farewell for the Norwegians. As we now see Ba Dushin trying to take away at the end. And that's a beautiful freeze tap. Is there anything
Is that tougher
for
than
USA?
What? Yeah. No, I mean, this is also there, but it's just not. I have to throw 2 rocks at it. I think, Chris, this one is much more makeable. Because we're coming and we catch the backside of this, it should go over.
45 seconds.
All we gotta do is catch the dead side of it.
40. Thank you for the game.
There was one women's game this morning, and it was China-Canada.
Thank you for the
It
game.
is the Chinese picking up the win on the Canadians, 7-4.
Not the birthday present that Shannon Burchard was looking for. Second player for Jennifer Jones.
And now a really tricky shot for John Schuster. This is a real thin double. Needs to catch it absolutely millimeter perfect.
Forget it.
And I don't think it's going to come off for them. Just through the hole. And it's a steal of 1 for China. And they will win this game 6-3.
Good game. Good luck.
An important win for China, staying alive.
Thank you, good luck. Thank you, good luck.
He might be there already.
加拿大赢了。
加内。
哦，加拿大赢了。
So all 5 games in today's session now over. I can see the line score. The first half was all USA with the steal and 3, but the second half China came out strong, took their 2 at 6, stole 7 and 8. Fifth end, Badishin's stone over curled, allowed John Schuster a tap back for 2. Didn't curl enough. And it's only a 1 for USA.
It's a wild.
Sixth end. Badishin not able to see much of this from the hack. Plays a back ring tap back. Just scrapes past the top. Great tap back for 2. Takes control of the game. Seventh end, China line 2. John Schuster having to go for the raised double. Over curled, jams, and it's a steal of 1 for China. Eighth end, USA left with a very thin double. Didn't come off. China are the winners. 6-3 over the Olympic champions. Keeps their hopes alive in this section. You can see the other scores today. Canada 1 beating Sweden 4-3. Canada 2 beating Norway 4-3. Our feature game, China 6-3 winners over USA. Scotland 7-2 winners. Men's game versus Switzerland. And the only women's game today, China beating Canada 7-4. So looking at the standings, China, Sweden now top of the section on 9 points. Canada close behind on 7, US on 5. Scotland winning the other section at the moment on 12 points. Canada 2 and Switzerland hot on their tails. 1 game to go, all to play for. The women's standing, Canada, even with the loss, still leading the group on 10 points. China close behind on 9, Japan and US behind. Switzerland have qualified the top of the other section on 12 points. Russia, Korea and Sweden can't catch them. So the points awarded here for a win in the regulation 8 ends, it's 3 points. If you win in the shootout, you get 2 points. Lose the shootout, 1 point. Lose the game, no points.
Good win for China today. Why do you think China was the better team out there on the ice?
今天非常好的一次赢球。今天你觉得关键是在哪儿？
关键就是因为一开始我们还是前几局失误还是有一些失误的，然后一直没有就是松懈吧，大家就是积极交流，然后保证后半场成功率越来越高。点的。
The first few ends they didn't make enough shots, so after 4 ends they're trying their best to make more shots at the 5th end.
And how does it feel to play at home here in Beijing, so close to your Olympic training center?
在北京比赛什么心情？离我们这个奥运会场地非常接近。
现在其实心情还不错，因为就是因为在自己家门口嘛，然后这个比赛其实我们还是很高兴的，然后也是同时也跟这么多高手交流，然后包括学习，然后其实现在还是很开心的。
they feel really happy. They feel like they're playing at home against all the high quality big teams, so they feel like home.
Thank you so much and congrats.
Thank you.
So that's it from this session's play in the Shugang Sports Centre in Beijing. From the Curling World Cup, from Xander and myself, it's bye-bye for now.